Well, you saw a glimpse of Stephen Pressley there. A lot of people thought he might start his career here at Celtic Park on the bench and come on later. But he's on from the start. A bold choice by the Celtic manager after Pressley missing almost a month of competitive football. And Craig Beattie, he's getting his chance as well. His first SPL start to the season, hoping to grab a consistent place in the side after his manager went public with his criticism of his striker's goal-scoring ratio. Well, Kelly have strengthened in defence, that's obvious, with Fraser Wright back in the side after missing the Hearts game of the weekend. But very significantly, Stephen Naismith is dropped to the bench. Now, would that be because of missed chances against Hearts, or just resting him? Maybe a bit of both. And there is Stephen Pressley. Now, he gives us all in every game. And astonishing to see him in these colours, I have to admit. Bit of a culture shock, because he's played out of his skin against the green and white hoops, and now he's one of them. Well, they did huddles at Tynecastle as well, but this is, I think, rather different for the former Hearts captain. So, all eyes on this man. How will he react? Will there be a baptism of fire? Or can he show these solid qualities that will impress even the referee, Steve Conroy? And up go Kilmarnock. What a change in Scottish football. Former Rangers and Hearts captain in green and white hoops. Barry Ferguson dropped at the other end of the city. You just never know what's going to happen nowadays. And here's Kilmarnock, who played very well against Hearts, especially in the first half. In the last game, Gary Wales, who did miss what many thought was a good chance, and Presley gets a special cheer as he picks that up, tries to play it towards Beattie, and there is the first free kick of the match. Bit of hesitation there, Presley now to Telfer. Getting support there by Nakamura, and that might have been a free kick as well. That was a very late tackle by Wright, but Zaraski going down, a little twist and turn there. I think he's okay though. Play to the outside, Nakamura, he'll let fly with that left foot of his, it swings away. I think he caught that with the outside of his foot, but Nakamura, of course, can turn the game in a second. Well, if you're a Kilmarnock supporter and somehow listening to this and watching this, these have not been the happiest of visits to this stadium. There's Ryden slipping that out there. I mean, in 8 years, Kilmarnock have only got one meagre point in all the games they've played in that time at Celtic Park. They've only won 2 in 34 games against Celtic. So, historically, the odds are stacked against the visitors. But I think we've found over the last couple of seasons a new resilience in the Kilmarnock side and playing attractive football as well. I think Jim Jeffries, with limited resources, limited squad as well, and with injuries, has coped very well. And certainly a side that could challenge for the top 6. So it's going to be a good test for Celtic this afternoon. And it goes towards Invincible, who'll do a bit of running across the line for Kilmarnock today. Gary Wills, of course, trotting back into the penalty area in direct opposition to his former captain. There's Wales, tries to turn that round. Presley had to concede the corner. He's a very experienced player, Presley, but there might be just a little bit of tension in him. Flips that away for a corner kick. Keeping his eye on the former Hearts player, Gary Wells. Boric hesitated to come for that and has just gone for another corner kick. Well, certainly we watched Celtic struggling the last time I was here against Dundee United. That was a day getting up to it, and Boric, slight hesitation. Remember, in front of Boric is an entirely new defensive partnership, and there was a collision between the two. A delayed reaction there by Ryden. Up he goes, and he's caught there. And he really was hurt because he could have got away with that ball. Played back for a goal kick, to the appreciation of, I wouldn't exactly say a threadbare Parkhead, but there's certainly a lot of empty seats again. And you begin to wonder now if playing these games at this time of the year is of any value to the clubs. Maybe a winter shutdown, resting the players, resting the supporters would be a good thing after all. The ball just kept in play. Goalkeeper hesitated. That's Graham Smith. I don't know whether you saw the game against Hearts, but twice in the game he watched balls drift past him, one of which hit the post unexpectedly. Slight hesitation there again. Here's Invincible. The other six goes with him. Invincible. Beautifully saved again. Ryan Dodds had come in there to get this. Good run by Invincible. He's very good at this. Good control. Just a little bit unfortunate the ball was left behind him and Dodds couldn't put it away. Artur Boric, of course, is in immense form for Celtic at the moment. Perfect day for football, I would say. You can't complain about that. Overhead conditions good. Pitch looks well. And Lennon took his eye off that. That's right. Totally misjudged. I think he felt Wells should have made a run towards the left. Boric will want to send the length of the field, and here is Telfer. Greer. Was there a slight deflection there? I think there was, in fact. Good hard tussle there as Lennon, purposeful tackle there. Zaraski, that was a good tackle. Here's Invincible. Now his control let him down that time. Looked a very promising move indeed. On it goes to Wales. Looked like a little shove, just got in behind Presley. There's Invincible. Oh, took it with the wrong foot. The goal was away to his right-hand side. Slight hesitation there by Presley, allowing him in. And you could see the left foot would have been a better position for him, and there was no chance of scoring there. Beattie. Well, Beattie very pacey, broad shoulders, difficult to dispossess when he's on the move. Zoraski. Naylor giving support there again. Goalkeeper should get that. He could have got that actually. Greer had to make absolutely sure though. This will be the longish one again by Naylor. Well, Jarosik came very well for that. Got into the cluster of Celtic of the Kilmarnock jerseys. Here's a ball coming in here. Watch Jarosik coming across there. He was after that little back header there towards the near post. Here's Presley. Triangular movement there. Nakamura doesn't get away with it. Too many players. And of course they recognise Nakamura's skills now. He's a marked man in the best sense of the word. Beattie can't quite get to it. It'll be interesting to see how Beattie really does. This is a challenge for him. He has the talent. Zoraski, loud shouts of hold there. Good play. Jarosik right at the fulcrum of that. Now Naylor. Well, Celtic captain in two minds there what to do with that. Almost got through to Nakamura. Nicely played out. Here's right again. Gary Wells doing the running. And Presley sliding in there. He knows all about the style of play of Gary Wells. Running in to take that pass there. Presley keeping his eye on the ball. Always been a very focused player. Deep, and that's back, and that's a corner kick. Well, too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say, and I think that was a case. Look at them, 3 players going after that. And an element of confusion that Celtic will have to sort out very quickly. However, you have to be slightly tolerant. I mean, O'Day and Presley playing together for the first time. It's not all that easy. Wally should get it, he does. And whipped away by Presley in the right position. Nakamura. Oh, Zoraski surely held. Ford came up on him quickly. On it goes to Lennon. Support by Telfer. Ryden had come across to this side. Ryden charging in, ball still in play, and ultimately goes out. Now Ryden will want to get away from that left touchline occasionally and show what he can do. Sometimes in games for Hibs, he would explode into a game but be absent for much of it at the same time. But a brilliant taker of chances. Play by Nakamura is full of these little subtle touches that opens up the play. Now Telfer. Ryden right to wander about a bit. Zoraski, here's Ryden, he might let fly. Nice little ball played through there, and Beattie was onside. So Celtic very elegantly carved out that chance for themselves. And I thought Ryden might have gone for it, but he tried to deceive the Killie defence by that little inside pass. Well, Jarosik winning a lot of ball in the air. BT tries to get it back. Here's Naylor. Great provider with that left foot of his. Impeccable pass again, Zoraski. Jarosik seeing a lot of the play at the moment. Oh, that was going to be a very ambitious shot to take. Just touched away there by Grant Murray. Crowd beginning to respond to this. Well, Stephen Presley has come into the box, trying to get hold of it. Goes up there for it. Has been pulled out of position, but Lennon is there. Nakamura. Here's Lennon. Played it simply and calmly. Beautiful ball played out there. Nakamura. Easily blocked. I thought he would turn him the other way. Invincible. Peter Lee been lucky to get away with that. I think he was caught in two minds. Through a ball by Murray. Ends on nothing. Well, Jim Jeffries, as I said, has done a great deal of work with limited resources, and well, he can inspire his team, that's for sure. Like Celtic Park is full of ex-Hearts people today. Biden. Presley playing it simply, not taking any chances. Beattie fouled. Fraser Wright has to be very careful. He's a very tough customer, Wright, a very good player, solid player. That's what I'm saying about Jim Jeffries. He's brought this player from Stranraer, and he's turned out to be very reliable. Meanwhile, throw. By Telfer. Lennon secure in midfield again. Celtic held on to that ball very well under pressure. O'Day. Oh, you'll see that left foot in operation all the time. Zaraski appeals to the referee. Gets his decision. Yeah, it's been pulled back again by Simon Ford. Just over 15 minutes played. Fairly benign game. Nothing extraordinary happened so far. Might be now. Driven in well, and it's Greer who gets behind it for a kick. Now, Celtic have always been endowed with men who can exploit these situations well. This corner kick, they've got Presley now to add to that ammunition. He's in there, and I think Beattie tried to flick that back. Good intention, wrong execution. Little flick there by Beattie. I think I should point out that on the Celtic bench, and probably almost certain to come on, is Jan Vennegood of Hesselink, who we haven't seen for about 7 weeks. Celtic certainly have missed the big Dutchman. Made a tremendous impact for the first game, plagued by injury. Zaraski, Lennon, that's meant for Riordan. Greer gets back, read that well. Invincible tries to get it inside to Presley. Neat little touch by the Hart player, showing he hasn't lost his touch. He's quite sharp to take a ball like that. Nakamura, beautiful play to drag that ball away. Well, in deep midwinter, it's good to see some artistry. Zaraski is still there. Now Lennon. Nakamura. Presley, decent ball inside. Naylor trying to get it to the left-hand side, get it over, and overdoes it. In full flight, but he goes for the corner flag and then manages to get that crossover. That is one of the most potent weapons Celtic have at the moment, and it's been like that since the start of the season.
Down! Be round, son, be round! There he comes!
Quietish day at Celtic Park. You know, still that when you can hear the technical zone shouting clearly instructions, especially Gordon Strachan down there. Although it outshouts Jim Jeffries, it'll be considerable. Here's Wright. Telfer did well to get behind that one. PT, come on in defense, trying to get back. Just behind Jarosik. Well met. Now, space for Naylor. Well, normally he curls a ball in behind the defender. Didn't quite get hold of that. Well, Celtic have the majority of possession without really threatening this goalkeeper so far. 20 minutes played. Too simple and nobody pressurising Graham Smith. Here's a ball played in there. A little gift. No more than that. Well, there's Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. As I said, plagued by injury, but if he comes on, he'll give this attack a new dimension. Spread out beautifully by Zaraski. Now Nakamura looks as if he might let fly himself. That was a decent tackle, though. BT can't get to it. Jarosik does. Defending well at the moment, Kilmarnock under pressure. Here's Presley. Played that neatly enough. Well, experience will count. There's no doubt about that. Things will come instinctively to Presley when he's playing in that position. Nakamura, and that was late on Zaraski again. He's had some rough treatment. We're now halfway through this half. Good play by Lennon, sticking to that ball. Nakamura. Oh, no, Neil Lennon was never going to go after that one. Halfway through the first half, still no scoring. Celtic with a majority of play. No free kick. Picked up by Wales. Can he spread the play about? He can't. That was a bad ball by Wales. Leben. Well, Zaraski was on his own. Turned that ball inside, or tried to. Discovered that there was no green and white jersey near it. Here's Wales. Full ball by Presley out of defence that time. Feels for offside, and it was. Yes, it was right on the ball there. Could understand what was going to happen if he stepped out. BT using his very strong physique there to try to hold on to this. Lennon. Oh, beautiful play. Naylor tried to get it just a little bit too hard with his final ball. Leben. Again, a poor pass by Leben. Couldn't open it out in a very good position. Potentially, that could have been damaging for Celtic. Nakamura, lovely little turn. He's enjoying this game today. Conditions suit him. The ball is fast. The pitch is good. It's Nakamura territory. Here he is again. Good understanding there with Telfer. He was a trifle late. He really ought to have done something better with that. Backed away, and the goalkeeper right underneath it. Ushering his players forward. Kilmarnock had a really good opening 5 minutes. They got into that Celtic penalty area. Got some fairly good crosses in. Since then, last 15 minutes or so, virtually nothing. Well, that was played to the side by Fowler, who we hear is interesting Celtic. Good hard worker in midfield. Telfer looking for support. Inevitably it's Lennon with it. Just short with that though. Here's Leben. Greer. Oh, poor balls from defence at the moment by Kilmarnock. Have to be a bit more imaginative and constructive than that. There's Naismith. I'm sure he'll come on in the latter stage of the game because he can nab goals out of nothing as well. He did miss chances against the Hearts. There was once or twice when he didn't seem to be focused enough, and I can remember Jim Jeffries being rather angered at one particular incident. Greer. Celtic picking up mostly in midfield like that, and there's really nothing much happening at either end. Right. Leben. Back to Ford. Ford in a terrible mess there, gave that away. BT can't take advantage of it, he's still there. Just trying a little bit too hard, but again, terrible error there by the central defender out of nothing. On it goes to Invincible. Been doing a lot of good running on either side, Invincible. Just lacks a little bit of support. Celtic closing them down very well. Fraser Wright's come to this side for the throw. I think Kilmarnock's midfield has been rather swamped at the moment. Fowler almost took it through. Nakamura didn't go for that, and I think he was touched on the hip there as he went through. It's a free kick. Here he goes. Yeah, just there. Ryden. He's gone quiet again. But he wandered across to this side and laid on that pass for Beattie. Looked very effective. He's gone way back to the left-hand side again. Where it goes to Wales. Here's Presley. Playing it simply again. O'Day wanted somebody to come towards him. Hasn't really been under any great pressure. Jarosek. Now Telfer. Easy one for Greer. Now, can they build it from here? They've been all right in this area, but as they get near a goal, they're running out of ideas. Wales forced all the way back. Well, they might have thought that was a free kick. In fact, it's a throw. Well, then what's been given here? I think the fourth official is having a little difficulty with Gordon Strachan, let's just put it that way. And a free kick has been awarded. Gordon has been in a fine, passionate mood, kicking water bottles all over the place at the tail end of the Motherwell game. Really is involved. Who's going for this? And it's Boric eventually who gets down to it. No venom in the header at all. Here it comes, playing in there, and it was Ford who got that final little nudge with the head. To no effect. Still, at least it got Celtic into their own penalty area again. The problem for Kilmarnock is they haven't forced Celtic back consistently. It's just been little forays upfield, and Celtic have dominated midfield with the likes of this man Janusik trying to come through. Invincible. Free kick. Presley committing his first foul of the game. Good tradition of centre halves. I think many more will follow. By day, well, just as well, you know, when Fowler gets up to it and trying to seize his opportunity. "15 minutes of the first half remaining." Gets a free kick. I thought Kilmarnock had the advantage though. Murray was away with it. Another former Hart. But the referee giving him the free kick. Now, Kilmarnock have got to exploit every situation like this. As I said, Celtic have really been dominating midfield. There's Invincible, good clearance by O'Day though. Nakamura taking advantage of that. Oh, beautiful again. All the elegant players come from this man. As I say, the conditions ideal for him. Look at that pass as well, bringing Naylor into the action. Throw to Celtic though. And without any question, Nakamura has been the most influential of the players today. Janusik has been adding a bit of steel and toughness in midfield. But the effective play has been coming from the Japanese international. And to be honest, I think Celtic need more in midfield like that, more invention. Well, it goes to Lennon. Opened that out beautifully. Telfer, that was a hard pass to Vidi, didn't get hold of it. Fighting hard for it all the same. Invincible, Lennon charging after this. Telfer. Back to Presley. Just doing things very simply, confidently, almost casually at times. O'Day. 12 minutes left of this half. Very sedate half by comparison with some of the games we've seen. I think the natives are getting restless. They want a bit more urgency about this Celtic play. Zaraski, can he provide it? Ford is with him. Wanted that played back, got it. Naylor with the left foot again. Janusik just got in. Now this is where this man can be lethal. He'll try and curl it in, couldn't get hold of it. Telford to that far post. Well defended that time all the same. Grant Murray was with Simon Ford, and I think they were going to be very difficult to beat in the air. Good ball all the same. Ten minutes to half-time. Got a swing at it. Nakamura. Celtic trying to keep the pressure on. Ryden, as I said, has been quiet in the last 20 minutes or so. Ford is behind that. Back to Ryden, he'll let fly. More power in that one. And Kilmarnock into siege. It's Wales darting away. He's looking for support. He's got it in either side. Still Wales. Through it goes. And that's just past. Ryan Dodds with a wonderful chance in the breakaway to put Kilmarnock in the lead. Really split this defence, and you know, you get the feeling they'll regret misses like this. Best chance of the game, 1-1. Couldn't put it away. Good run by Wales. And Dodds seemed to fall back the way as he pushed that in. Way by Presley. Here's Boric. Well, I think the very presence of Boric coming out to narrow the angle didn't make Ryan Dodd's job any easier, to be honest. Free kick, yes. Ford fouling again. He's got to be very careful with this. There's been a degree of persistence with that fouling. Lennon to take this. Just getting it away any way they can, Kilmarnock at the moment. Wales. Play to Murray. Was he fouled? No. Referee says no. Murray was expecting a free kick out of that. Janusik. Well, Naylor just a little bit unfortunate. You can see what he was trying to do. Touch it with the head and then chase after it down the line. Always potential danger for any side if Naylor gets loose on that left-hand side. Mark you, Kilmarnock, although they've been out of possession of the ball for long spells, have defended very well. Never been under any serious threat. Certainly didn't get a chance like Ryan Dodds's. Surely that's a free kick. Yes. For a moment I thought Gray had thought he was getting away with that one. Yeah, he was persistent with it. Now, Nakamura to take. Can he help break the deadlock? Very rarely wastes a ball played in from here. Birdwant has taken, that's a decent ball. And there it is! It's Darren O'Day again, his second goal for the club. It fell conveniently to him. He opened the scoring, of course, against Dundee United. And in he comes the youngster, 19 years of age, and 2 goals like that out of 3 games is enough to bolster anybody's confidence. A degree of maturity about that. I think 2 boots were going in for that at the one time, but I'm giving it to a day. And I'm sure he feels he got that final touch. And that goal came just about 7 minutes to half-time. Little push there, I think, and it's a free kick, I think. I don't think the management team there, Billy Brown and Jim Jeffries, were happy with either the free kick being awarded in the first place or the way the goal was scored. Testing for it strongly in midfield. Nakamura can't get away with it. Here's Fowler. He'll try that. Not a bad effort by Fowler. And Celtic, aware of the fact that every now and again somebody can pop up from midfield like Fowler, drive forward like this. Pity for Kilmarnock as they don't do it often enough. Swept away there, Wales. Leaving. He's leaving again. All right. Hay going forward, that's a nice ball inside, and look at the defensive work of Lennon, mopping that up again. Fowler, here's the break, Janusek. Now, 3 against 2. Kilmarnock trying to race back, here's Ryden on the run. Naylor's at the back. There was a deflection there, and no shout from the goalkeeper. That was definitely a goalkeeper's ball. Or maybe there was a shout and it was ignored, but watch this. Watch the goalkeeper at the back there. It could have been allowed to go straight through to him. Long, high, and Lieben did very well, but he's got no support inside him. 3 minutes now to half time. Wales does get it over, but an easy one for Boric, and there was nobody attacking the Celtic goalkeeper there. But you can see Wales, he was on his own, he did very well to get that ball across. Nobody making any penetrating runs. Looked like a push again. Ryden now, PT. Fraser Wright did very well indeed. Difficult position for him there. Lennon. BT. Gives it away that time, Nakamura. Invincible, has to cut back. Presley, under no pressure. This by BT. Bit of confusion there. That's Hay, brought down, free kick. With about a minute left. I don't think there's going to be any added on time. So maybe this is the last situation of this half. So Kilmarnock must try to take advantage of these set positions. So far they've been largely outplayed in midfield, although they've had the clear-cut chances. And it comes, decent ball in there, doesn't break well and just swept past, I think, a corner. Well, Invincible is holding his head in his hands, but it's the last touch by Lennon, corner kick. And I make it about 15 seconds. Definitely the last move of this half. Put away again, another corner kick. Not rushing to take it, and he should be. Should be showing some sense of urgency about this. Lieben on the far side. Easily sent away. Lieben again. Up comes Boric. Good save by Boric. He was in command there. And there goes the half-time whistle. There is only one goal in it, but Celtic have been superior in midfield in general. And Jim Jeffries is still annoyed about this incident here, I think, initially, saying that was pretty fair, that the Celtic player himself had brought that about, Zorawski, and as a result of this going in here, it fell neatly to a day. The only goal of the game so far. Half-time, Celtic 1, Kilmarnock 0.
From Italy, live action from Serie A on Setanta Sports. See stars of the Azzurri's World Cup win in one of the greatest leagues on the planet. Serie A live on Setanta Sports.
Follow the US PGA Tour? Better follow it to Setanta then. On January the 8th, the US PGA Tour hits the new Setanta Golf Channel. Watch over 50 live PGA Tour events as the world's best golfers try to topple Tiger Woods from the top spot. Setanta Golf, the only place to see the US PGA Tour live and exclusive, starts the 8th of January.
Setanta Sports brings you live and exclusive coverage of the Bank of Scotland Premier League. Switch on every Saturday for all the goals and latest headlines in the final whistle. Experience the drama and excitement of all the day's matches with extended highlights in the full SPL. On Thursday, we find out the real stories behind the sporting headlines with our pundits in the press box. The very best of the SPL, only on Setanta Sports.
Celtic certainly deserve to be in the lead at this stage, but only just when you consider that Kilmarnock had the best chance of the game and squandered it. It does give you an idea of how important it is to take even your half chance at Celtic Park. I did say that earlier, and they suffered for it. 3 minutes after that great chance, they were a goal down. How often have we seen that when teams play against the Old Firm? But there we are. And there is first free kick of this half. After 20 seconds. Ryden to take this. O'Day certainly likes to be in the penalty area for positions like that. That's a little bit too much. Misjudgment there by Ryden. Ryden had a good first 15-20 minutes, then disappeared out of the game. As I said about Ryden, he, with Hibs, he could be almost invisible, and then suddenly he would put in a stunning shot. Always capable of that. He is invincible. Lovely run through by Wales again. O'Day being pushed, I think. No, referee doesn't think so. It's a corner kick. He had his arms flailing, trying to hold off Wales. Peter Lieben will go over to take this corner kick. Curls away, not the best of them. Hay couldn't pick it up, but Beattie does. And he was pushing, the referee thought. Here's a challenge here. As I said about him earlier on, he's very difficult to dispossess when he's on the ball. I think a little bit harshly done by that time. Greer to take it. Whereby O'Day. Here's Fowler going for it. Missed out on that one, Fowler. Too much bounce on the ball. There's Zuraski. Nakamura. Once again, the little golden nuggets being produced by this man, Nakamura. Nakamura again, it's very tight. Zuraski. Jarosik. Inside by Telfer. Very pedestrian though. Nakamura. Lieben goes with him. Jarosik. Advancing well on this, straight to the goalkeeper. Good clearance there by O'Day again. He's not going to be put off. Good, strong, physical defender. Now Murray. Dodds couldn't get hold of it properly. Beattie came back into midfield for that. There he is again. Down the line it goes, and you could tell that Naylor was trying to curl it with that left foot. Dodds. That's a better ball by Lieben. A little bit of space there. Fraser Wright gives the ball away too easily. Picked up by Hay. Didn't quite get what he wanted out of that. Invincible. Hay again. Nakamura, a little bit tight across there. Oh, there's a little touch there by Wales. I think it was going to be very difficult indeed to find a net from there, but he threw himself at it. Got the gentlest of touches. Waking up, he's saying, I think. Goes away, strong header there. Once again, a very bland opening. Right beyond Murray, well taken. Beattie doesn't get to it. Away by Greer. That was late, and that's a free kick. Clumsy tackle there by Dodds. Seconds late, and he's going to be booked for that. Naylor to take this himself. Cluster of players going after that. Invincible. Here's Presley. Fought very well to keep that. Now Lennon mopping up in midfield again. All the shrewdness has come from this man. Touched away, now forward. Trying to find Wales. Wales is being held back well. He can't believe it, neither can I. It's a free kick. Here's Jarosik. Ryden. A lot of good running again by Zaraski in this game. Ryden trying to get in behind the defender. The ball's gone out. Referee will want this taken back. It crept down the line there, buying a few yards. Both with his left foot and with his throw-ins, he can provide problems in that box. There it is again. And to get a corner kick out of it, Ford getting behind that. Near post one, not dealt with all that well. Nearable let fly. Wonderful effort. It fell beautifully for him, and we all know what he can do with his left foot. Launching himself into that, almost a first for him. Ryden. That shot you've just seen is the sort of thing we could see from Ryden. I certainly saw at Easter Road. So tight, and Wales ran away from it. Jarosik. It was picked up very well by Hay as he came forward. Leven. There's a run in by Invincible, well covered O'Day, good positional sense that time. Very impressive youngster, plays very maturely. And that's the most important thing. If you get them in young and raw, they've got to develop very quickly. Certainly shows not a sign of nerves. Lennon to Nakamura. Once again, that attempt at the outside of foot pass, sweeping it beyond the defender, just not coming off that time. There's Presley. Didn't quite get hold of that, trying to bring Zaraski into the play. Beattie, strong running again, trying to hold his opponent back. Beattie claiming he was being fouled all the way, the referee gives a throw-in. Celtic still commanding midfield though. Nakamura gives it away, that's untypical. Bad ball there by Fowler, giving it away easily. Almost touched in there to Beattie. That's a better ball. Dodds. Here's two players inside. Here's Invincible. Has to touch the ball back the way. Gives Celtic time to organise a defence again. And it's offside. That was very poor play. I'm just lacking commitment there. There was a very good run forward, and Invincible actually playing the wrong ball back the way. Zuraski. Ryden. A little bit too much and a good play by BT though. Nakamura wants to take them all on. That'll be a corner kick. And out of a very tight and negative situation, you can guarantee this man will conjure up something. Here he is again. Out of which they get the corner kick. Near post one, another corner. That troubled them. I think if Gary Wills had let that go forward a little bit, he had Gordon Greer just at his back. Nakamura to take. Wales is behind it. Only Dodds is upfield. Celtic can keep the pressure on. Invincible again loses possession. They give the ball away far too easily. Ryden, can he get his shot in? He'll try it. Oh, unfortunate, off the bar. Feels that there was a hand used there. Superb shot there by Ryden. I mentioned him in the same breath as I was talking about Naylor's shot earlier. Made by Presley, not a very good ball this time though. It's Greer. Fowler. Played there. That was Gary Hay who came up there, fired that in. Well, here's Ryden's effort. Desperate to get into a situation like that, and of course he can hit the ball with either right or left foot. Very unfortunate. It'll add touches of frustration to him, but it gives the crowd an idea of what he's capable of. Good play by Wales, having an excellent game today for Kilmarnock. Leben. Decent ball played in there. Dodds was after it. O'Day making absolutely sure with that though. Corner kick again. Simon Ford has come up for that. Boric does get a little touch. Neatly chipped away there by Lennon. BT fouled surely. I thought so. Leben. Wales. Opens it up to Leben again. Where to put that, eventually to Invincible. And Celtic are cramping Kilmarnock in midfield. making it difficult for them to get in touch with each other. Gary Hay trying to go forward on that. Doesn't get away with it. Free kick. Arthur Boric will take this. Good jumping there by Zaraski. BT could put it in. Brilliant tackle there by Wright. And a save again, and BT chance of the game. Or one of the chances. Well, a variety of attacks here. I thought he might put it away. Brilliant tackle by Wright, who's there, Kilmarnock's best defender. The bounce back there, and he couldn't put it in. There goes Invincible, appealing, and should have got on with the game. Still trying his best. Ford got the better of him that time. See how Celtic make it difficult for Kilmarnock in midfield, pressurising them. Clusters of players standing up whenever Kilmarnock have possession in midfield. Oh, just off the heel. Oh, that's a free kick, surely. Yes, Fowler brought down. Eases the pressure a bit. Celtic were certainly getting into the ascendancy. Well, Beattie had put that away, it would have broken Kilmarnock. It might well be that Celtic are thinking of bringing Jan Vennegood of Hesselink on. In fact, I'm quite sure that is the case. Expectant chorus of singing about Jan Vennegood of Hesselink from the crowd. Ryden just gets away with that. Here's Beattie. Played by Telfer, Nakamura. Well taken by the keeper that time. He had Beattie at his back, ready to pounce. Dodds. Naylor goes with him. Fowler. Gary Wells, clever play there, well defended. That's a free kick, yes. Invincible involved in that. That was good play by Kilmarnock coming forward, but well defended again. Jan Vennegood of Hesselink just flexing his muscles, as it were, and I think it's going to be Craig Beattie to be replaced. Not just yet, though. What's going on? Have they decided? Yeah, or they're waiting for the fourth official to get these infuriatingly slow electronic boards held up. Still, well done. At long last, it appears. Well, he's worked his socks off, and this will be a pleasant sight to everybody at Celtic Park, but to elevate the strike force to a new status. And remember, there isn't a single Celtic striker in the first 8 in the Premier League scoring charts at the moment, which is exceptional for Celtic. And then just got away with it after that little trip. reach anybody. He played it out. Leven. Should fall to Telper. Good play. Telper saw that well. Beautifully laid back. Now Nakamura can't get it. Well defended that time. Two players round him again. Ryan Dodds had come back to help. And up he comes again. Naylor, he's beaten Naylor this time. Yes, that's a free kick, surely. Oh dear, oh dear. To me, that was a foul. Very good of Hesselink. Maybe just a little bit rusty so far. That's a decent ball as Invincible comes up. Can he get in his shot? And again he fires it wide and is annoyed with himself. Long, straight, direct ball played to him. And he lacked a little bit of poise. Jim Jeffries, I think, has been complaining, and I think he complained about not getting a free kick there. He had been complaining about the free kick that led to the Celtic goal, and he's been sent off. I do think he had justification in that last appeal, maybe not the first one, but it went against Kilmarnock. Thought it should have been the other way. Jim Jeffries never slowed to make his feelings felt. Very good of Hesselink, did get the touch. Free kick. Down goes Zaraski. Just over the halfway stage of the second half, and Celtic would dearly like to put this game to bed, get another goal, and then canter for the remaining minutes of this game. That looks a good one as Jarosik got the touch. He had a day beside him, as he did when that goal was scored. In the pair of them went. Czech getting that last little touch. Challenge there by Fowler. Good control, look at this. That was a very difficult ball to take. There's a little pirouette that changes the whole style of play. Dodds. What a ball to give his goalkeeper. Panicky there. Invincible, tries to get in, Jarosik back, lending a hand. Well, two players are down at the moment as Kilmarnock had possession. Down a day. I think he's annoyed with the referee because he felt the game should have been stopped for a free kick. And I think we're going to have another change. Kilmarnock change this time, as I expected. Stephen Naismith is about to come on with 20 minutes of the game left. Ryan Dodds is off. Missed an excellent chance in the first half. Now here's a man who missed a couple of snips against the Hearts. On he comes. Greatly talented, by the way, there's no doubt about that. And of course, their top goal scorer. 9 goals he scored this season. Taken away by Lennon. Jarosik. Presley. And one by Jarosik. Ball fed forward. Murray. Leven. Trying to knock the ball about a little bit more, but they end up in their own half and back to the goalkeeper. Well, that sums them up. Not very well keeping possession, but I think there has to be some forward movement. And McGeady coming on. Shows you how deep this pool is when they can take O'Brien and then bring on McGeady. Very strong on the left-hand side, Celtic. Sean Maloney in the background, of course, as well. Invincible. That was Hay. Naismith trying to nip in there. Wales is down there, just squeezed away though. Presley gets it. Go to Celtic. I think there must be an element of disappointment for Gordon Strachan in as much as Celtic have dominated midfield, but there's not all that much coming from it. Here's Invincible, good play by Invincible. Free kick. I thought that was maybe accidental, that he stumbled over Naylor, but had he gone away, that was going to be dangerous for Celtic. There's a stumble there. Not much to do with Naylor. Swings it in well, and it's off the crossbar. Big Naismith did get the touch. Celtic defence all at sea for that. Kilmarnock desperately unlucky. And Celtic on the break. McGeady wide with that. So, beautifully taken free kick by Lieben, and well, there was a cluster of players in there, and just that little touch. Ball off the crossbar. Naismith. Ran into trouble. Zaraski in a good position. Just a bit too much in that, and it still remains 1-0. depth in that throw again. Nakamura. Lennon got to that. Now McGeady. Just touched over by Yanosek. Back there to Naylor. Unfortunate break there. Naismith gets it. Murray playing that very simply. With Fraser Wright getting it down. Presley did manage to get that down the line without putting it out of play. Forward, sleeping that time. Zoraski sent away by Jan Vinegar to Hesselink. Now Lennon filling that little channel well, and his final ball not good enough. Here's the break, Invincible. Into Naismith. And Invincible seemed to take his eye off that. Well, this was the chance. The ball played in there, and it was Fraser Wright who sent that right off the crossbar. Kilmarnock desperately unlucky. Appeals for a free kick there. Nakamura. Ball played down to Wales. He's playing very well, Wales. He knocks that out. No, it came off Celtic. It looks as if Barrowman and Johnson are coming on for Killy with 12 minutes left. And Gary Wills, I think the legs are getting tired for Gary Wills. Hay comes off and Andrew Barrowman comes on. So Johnson and Barrowman now on. Johnson with bags of experience. And a lovely player to watch when he's on his touch. And they have 11 minutes to save this game. Nakamura must send it left. He does. McGeady does that beautifully, doesn't he? Gets down to Zoraski. Corner kick. As I was saying about McGeady, he's got a wonderful ability to sprint up and then suddenly stop, get the ball stationary and then splay it out. And Zoraski right behind that, as was the goalkeeper. Might have been able to clutch that though. There's a lovely swirling ball, a little bit of a push. McGeady doing very well. That's the turn I was talking about. Touched away there and hooked over. Fraser Wright again. An outstanding defender, good instinct for getting into the right place. And Wright, who had almost scored with that header against the crossbar, the saviour of Kilmarnock there. Running away, and this time O'Day claiming there might have been a deflection. I would think so as well. Celtic's ball. O'Day uncompromising, 2 goals to his credit now for the club. Can't expect anything more of a youngster than that. Goes free. McGeady wants to go on one of his runs again. He does at pace. That's a good ball inside. Nakamura didn't go after it. Janusik playing the more defensive role now. Nakamura. Now McGeady plays that in. Well defended by Ford this time. Johnston. Right, puts it in. Janusik, calm, cool, retrieves that situation. Yes, I think that's a throw to Kilmarnock. Lovely play, interchange, and it's just beyond Nakamura, and he got that. He was away. He had Jan Vennegood of Hesselink just to his left, but it was overstruck. He's turning it on again. Again, he had about 20 minutes doing not all that much, and then puts that ball into McGeady. Tries to get it forward. Too many players there. Zaraski thwarted again. Celtic now turning the screw. Nakamura slips away so easily and again tries to lay it on. And just thinking seconds ahead of his colleagues as Johnson gives the ball away. And they could suffer. Nakamura leaves it to Telfer. Not the best of balls. Still only 1 goal in it. Away goes Invincible. And Telfer eventually tidies that up. Thought it goes to McGeady, but he can't hold it. I make it 5 minutes left. This game has ended up narrower than it should have been. On the other hand, Kilmarnock had their chances. Little doubt about that. Try to get that towards Johnson. Free kick this time, Lennon getting involved. Free kick. On it goes to McGeady. Needs to get this with support and does. Naylor. Referee waving play on. There might have been hands there if they were maybe accidental in a poor pass by Invincible. Too many missed passes by Kilmarnock in midfield today. And that looked like a handball. Unless you're the good defence lawyer. Naylor. Nakamura in a good position, looking at ball now, can he put it away? Not quite. One touch too many, maybe. McGeady still has it. Now Nakamura. This could finish the game off. Beautifully put in there and off the post. Well, 3 went for it, but it was Jarosik who was in at the end of it. Beautifully judged, and well, there could have been 2 heads getting to that ball at the same time. Jarosik certainly there. Fowler, free kick. Just off balance as McGeady came in from the back. Three minutes remaining. Ford was up for that as well. Nakamura, now Jarosik. Here's Zaraski, intelligently running away to the side to get a bit of space. That's a very good ball indeed. McGeady could let fly, and that, I think, was meant for Jan Vennegood of Hesselink. No chance of getting hold of that. Two minutes of added on time. So just about 4 minutes altogether remaining. Nakamura tries to go for it again. Telfer. Nakamura. Still trying to add to the tally, although one or two Celtic players giving the impression that 1-0 would be all right now. Jan Vennegood of Hesselink tries to turn and make a position for himself, but he hits the post. Great effort by the Dutchman. I mean, he was in a very, very awkward situation, and he angled it brilliantly. There goes Celtic again. McGeady. I think that grazed Fraser Wright's head. Up it goes again, and this time brilliantly saved. 2 great efforts right at the end. It looked like the Kilmarnock defender ought to have got his head to that first, but he didn't. Celtic going for the kill. 2 minutes remaining of that stoppage time. Beautiful ball sent up. That surely is it, yes! Sent up by Nakamura. And McGeady puts that away. 2-0. He had to be very cool, but I think again the genius of Nakamura, seeing that little bit of space there. Watch the pass. Judged to perfection. In between 3 players before it got to McGeady, and he accepted that with aplomb. He really has put spark into Celtic since coming on, and that's that. I think Kenny Miller will come on for the remaining few seconds just to give him a run around. Zaraski coming on. So this appalling record of Kilmarnock at Celtic Park continues. I've said only a draw they've actually achieved way back in September '98. 1 each. by Barryman. Now Johnson trying to retrieve something in this. Given away again. Fowler bustles into it though. Lieben. The referee's whistle should go any second. Naismith couldn't get hold of that. Good play by Lieben. Jarosik trying to go with him. No free kick. Easy one to McGeady. Off he goes again. There could be another one on the cards here. Well, good tackling though. Fowler clean as a whistle in for the ball. And according to my watch, time should be up. Here's Invincible. Not good enough. And there goes the final whistle. 2 goals in it. A long interval between the 2 goals, rightly enough. But when it came, it was a beauty. Here was the first one. The ball headed back down there to a day to put Celtic in the lead. Youngster, 2 goals in 3 games. Not bad going. And then this immaculate pass. Beautifully accepted by McGeady. There we are. A comfortable enough Celtic victory. They had to struggle a bit to get that final goal, the coup de grace as it were, but when it came, it was a gem. Final result, Celtic 2, Kilmarnock 0.
Sean, in the 1940s, Sligo was a long way from Glasgow, so how did you hear about Celtic?
Well, I heard about Celtic initially from my dad. He was in the 1418 war, and at the Darnells he got a shoulder wound, and he was invalided to Glasgow. And during a series of operations on his shoulder, he used to go and see Celtic. And he was telling me about Celtic, and he also had a book. It was the Brother Walford story. And it was only then, you know, through conversing with my dad, the news he was giving me and reading the book, that I discovered that Celtic had been started by a Sligo man. It was started for charity. I read in the book, and his name was Brother Walford. His own name was Andrew Cairns from Ballymore, County Sligo. So needless to say, I had a great feeling for Celtic when I read about this.
And then a few years later, after you had moved to play for Glenavon, you were playing for the Irish League against the League of Ireland?
Correct, yeah. On St. Patrick's Day, used to play the League of Ireland. And there was a typical game on Easter Monday in Belfast. But after the St. Patrick's Day game, I was approached by Fulham, Huddersfield and Celtic. and see what I signed for them. And of course, Fulham and Huddersfield had no chance once Celtic were there, because I'd have signed for Celtic for nothing. In fact, I very near did. Mr. McGrory, he was a great Celt, Mr. McGrory, and I had read about him, and he approached me after the game, and he offered me £8, I always remember. And at that time, I was a four-man confectioner in Philbin's bakery in Lurgan, and I used to do wedding cake stuff like that, you know, artistic stuff. And I was earning £7 10 shillings, which it was at that time, plus my football money. So I explained this to Mr. McGrory. So he says, well, I could get you £2 more. But I actually lost money signing with Celtic, but it was a dream, and you can't buy a dream.
Not at all.
So this was me realising that dream.
I've always remembered a story you once told me. You had a most interesting trip across the first time you travelled to Glasgow.
I certainly did. I went by train to Belfast to get the boat to Glasgow. I was told that to be a member of the Celtic Football Club meeting me there. It turned out to be Charles Patrick Tully, with a great name, and because Celtic was in the doldrums, I was told, when Charlie joined them, and he got the club a great lift. But Charlie anyway met me on the boat and introduced himself and invited me down for a drink, and so I went with him, and says, well, Sean, what are you having now? I say, I'll have a lemonade. What? Oh, jeez, I'm not buying a lemonade. Well, I don't drink. Oh, jeez, you're not one of those guys, says Charlie. Say, unfortunately, I am. Or maybe I'm fortunate. But Charlie liked his bottle of beer. And had a great meeting with him, and he was telling me all about Celtic, different players. And I didn't realise at that time that Tully had been was a great name with Celtic Football Club and the Spectators, because it transpired that the club was actually in the doldrums when Charlie joined them, but he got them a great lift. And he's a great guy, Charlie. Wonderful player, great skill, great balance on the ball.
And how many lemonades did you have on the way across?
Oh, jeez, lemonades. I must have drank about 5 or 6 lemonades. And God, I swelled up. And God, it took me a couple of weeks to get over all that particular night.
Now, it wasn't long before you made your first team debut. That was against Clyde in the last match of the 50-51 season, and I believe you had an OG?
It certainly was, yes. I had an OG. I nearly died first game with Celtic, and there I was scoring against them. However, I got over that, and we went, I think it's 1950, it was Holy Year, and they brought me to Rome with them that year. We met His Holiness the Pope, and there I was like, I couldn't get back to Sligo quick enough to tell them all that, geez, I met the Pope, met the big man himself.
Now, the following year, you were a regular team through 1950-51. At the end of that season, you played in your first Scottish Cup final, and even better than that, you won against Motherwell. What do you remember of the occasion?
I was playing against a very good winger, chap called Aikenhead, Johnny Aikenhead. Very an ex-Queen's Park. He had joined, went professional with Motherwell, and very clever on the ball. And unfortunately, I rumbled them up a wee bit, because I said to myself, well, I'm not going to be following this guy for an hour and a half. But he was a great friend of mine, actually. He turned out to be a great friend, but he was a good player, good winger. Played with Scotland.
Must have been a bit of a dream, mind you. You know, the previous season you just joined the club, and a year later, you know, something that not every player gets is a cup winner's medal.
It was a dream, but I never thought that it'd be accomplished with a medal. And I couldn't get back to Sligo quick enough to tell them, oh, look at that, look what I've won already. Scottish Cup badge, Scottish Cup medal.
And then the club took a trip to North America that summer.
That's correct, yes.
Cheers, here's to you and me. Baby, can't you see? We can win the day. Show the way. We've not for us. Don't be a brontosaurus. Go to it, we can do it. Cheers. We should make a toast. I'm not one to boast, but we can be the best. East or west, we've got whatever it takes. We'll make our own lucky breaks. Cheers, here's to you and me.
And as soon as you were back, of course, Sean, you took part in the St Mungo Cup, and in the final of that tournament you scored a couple of goals, but you were at centre forward.
I was at centre forward. They moved me up centre forward.
Why?
I don't know, maybe because they weren't scoring goals. But I might have scored 2 in the final.
And then the following season you had some injuries which kept you out of things a wee bit, and you missed the Coronation Cup.
I missed the Coronation Cup, yeah, right, surely. I had broke my arm and collarbone, and needless to say, I was me out of the team. So I watched the final, you know, and God, it wasn't a sad day for me. I was delighted, you know, that Celtic won that Coronation Cup, because you had the 4 top teams in England against the 4 top teams in Scotland. And I was delighted to see Celtic come out on top.
But although you had some injury problems, you managed a year later again the final of the Scottish Cup. You came back for some league matches, and then against Aberdeen in the final, you were again at centre forward.
Yes, that was 54.
54, yeah.
54, that's right. I was lucky enough to score the winning goal in the cup final. And of course, needless to say, when the cup final used to be played at the end of the season, and of course, immediately after the cup final, it was Tully, Peacock and myself. We couldn't get onto the boat quick enough to get home, you know, the close season, because we'd worked hard during the season. And I couldn't get home quick enough to Sligo. And God, there was a band meeting me in Sligo. Sean Fallon, he scored a winning goal, Scottish Cup final. And it was a bad meet, and the mayor met me, and oh God, you'd imagine it was a film star.